So Crusher says, which of these fusion monsters are the good ones to work on? Whoops, fail. Let me give you the bonus fail for that. I click on the wrong building once again. Obviously the most important one when it comes to progression. Everybody knows that. You already know that, Veramos. It's great. Gotta have it. When it comes to getting that first fusion, getting Veramos out the way, and you're moving from Giant Speed 10 to essentially like Trial of Ascension. I like Beretta for the next fusion, unless you're fortunate enough to pull it. Beretta is an amazing unit, fire unit that's going to allow you to do extremely well when it comes to TOA and TOA hard. The ability to have an AoE with dots is obviously good, but this is probably the game changer right here. Being able to reset the attack bar to 0, and this is one that you can use on the boss. So this is extremely important with micromanaging your attack bars on certain units or certain bosses when you're at those hard boss stages where you can't just kill with a clean swipe. And the fact that it provides a leader skill, universal leader skill, is great. You'll realize that a lot of people, when they move to late to end game, they will incorporate certain teams that allow them to auto certain boss stages, like TOA. I remember TOA hard, or what was it? TOA, the original boss, Atharos. Yeah, it so happened that I needed to run Beretta at the leader skill so that I can use them in combination with Veramos, Bernard, Jasoon, and Hua to like have enough speed to essentially keep ahead of the boss so he never gets a turn. After that, you can make an argument for the next units, but when we're talking about going from like progression, Veramos I think is first, then when you're moving into TOA, this one's probably going to be next. And then if you're looking for a key unit that could potentially help you out with a little bit of TOA, a little bit of dragons, a little bit of giants, depending on what units you were fortunate or unfortunate to have. I feel like giants, it's not a necessity to have this one, but I do like this one for Dragon Speed 10. The leader skill is amazing. The opportunity to have two skills that are going to stun leading up to the boss is pretty nice. You're not going to be able to kill the middle boss with it or stun it with the boss, but still being able to CC some of the units early on is good. And then this skill based on max HP. Attack break, it's always nice, does some good damage on the boss, so I'm a big fan of it. It is a relatively squishy unit, so again, taking advantage of this HP leader skill is pretty darn good. That would probably be my third one. I'd probably go Veramos, Beretta, Phoenix, and obviously since some of these are nap 5s, you understand that certain ones you're gonna have to fuse up. You're gonna have to fuse up certain ones beforehand to get to go. So even though I'm saying Veramos first and Beretta second, obviously Veramos, you're gonna have to fuse these individual ones, Arjun, IKEA, so on and so forth to get it done. After that, as far as just like extra units that are going to be kind of fun, you can look at it, subjectively and figure out what you want to do. Fire Panda Warrior having a universal defense leader skill is great. This is a great unit for Necropolis. It's a great unit for Rift of Worlds if you need that leader skill. If you need, a solid defense breaker with the opportunity to provide some more additional harmful effects. Let's see. After that, I guess it comes down to an argument on what you want to do. All these other units, I would not level them up by themselves, just at a random. But if you're looking for a key unit to add to your combination, like if you have the Wind Valkyria and you need a unit that's going to provide you this third skill that's going to give you invincibility. Maybe you don't have Chloe, you want to use this one here. That's a great unit to have. If you are a patient person and you're looking for easy ways to skill up your Lucians or skill up your Berettas, your Tyrants or whatnot, some people like to do these, to farm these up. Take it nice and slow and easy, get these all skilled up, or get these units fused so they can save on skill ups with the Devilmons and stuff like that. As far as like, do you necessarily need to do the Wind Valkyria? No, it's just kind of a little trophy. There's no other like nat 4s that I would say it's end game to like, oh my god, you have to use. You're not going to use the water. You're not going to use this one. I mean, if you use it, great. This is actually a good unit with great multipliers, but it's not going to make or break you. There's tons of other units out there with amazing kits and bringing good DPS where you can find more value out of. But the biggest ones, Veramos first, in my opinion. Beretta. I'd say probably Sigmaris if you're looking at transition from TOA to Dragons P10, and this can possibly be nice for you for Giants P10. And then as you move towards Rifter Worlds, Necropolis, this is gonna find a lot more value. And then after that, it comes down to what do you want to do for skill ups, and do you want to have some unique Nat 5s or whatever, free Nat 5s, so on and so forth. That's my take. Succubus for your Arias. If you got that light Succubus from the Hall of Heroes, you can use that there. Vertihills. You can skill up your Vertihills, but make sure you don't skill up the skill number 1, or sorry, skill number 2 all the way, so you can have more opportunities to use that first skill versus the second skill. Endgame Kung Fu Girls, Water Kung Fu Girls. You can take the time to get these up so you can skill them up. Kung Fu Girl is the Water Kung Fu Girl is extremely strong in Victor World. It's probably the top DPS unit out there with respect to the archers. Okay, like the Bethany's, the Ardella, something like that. I think that pretty much covers it. I didn't really talk about McKean too much because she's just kind of But if you have no revivers and you want to fuse one to just have a reviver for your team, great. But down the road, you're going to get some revivers. You're going to get some Briennes and some other units out there that I feel are pretty valuable. So is it necessary to fuse it right away? No. So that's my take. Hopefully that didn't bore you all to death. If you have the patience to skill up JoJo's, you have the time to get the skills. Well, I wouldn't mind doing it. I don't have the patience to do the JoJo skills for Lucian, but when you think about Lucian and how it plays such a valuable role in Giants V10, even Necropolis V10, if you play around with that as a leader skill, as a unit to clear out, if you play around with it in the arena, double Lucian combos. Everybody loves those double Lucian teams. You're going to lose out on a lot of value if you don't have that amputation magic maxed out. So I would probably skill it up. Make enough skill ups to at least get the amp magic skill up, but inevitably I would try to skill it up all the way, for all my units. But the amp magic is obviously important. Yeah, Susano is just there for the fusion material. There's some people out there that's had a Susano 6-star and they're like, oh man, he's awesome, he's great, you can use him, but it's not gonna be game changing. In comparison to some of the other units like a Beretta, the Veramos, depending on where you're at in progression, Sigmaris. So